What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your co-host, Donovan Quick, and today we're going to be talking about why does the AFC East just not stop trading players this offseason. It's kind of crazy. And, I mean, they have a history of doing this throughout, like, the past years or so. But just this offseason alone, we have Trent Sherfield. I mean, he just signed with Buffalo yesterday. Damian Harris from New England just signed with Buffalo. Jets just signed Thomas Morstead from us. The Patriots just signed Mike Gesicki and James Robinson. So Gesicki obviously from us, James Robinson from the Jets. Like, it's crazy. And then not even to mention, the Patriots still have Devontae Parker as their number one receiver. They still have Devon Godchaux as their number one defensive tackle. They still have what's his name? Lynn Bowden on their practice squad from last year. Now he's going to be signing with them this year. And it's absolutely crazy. And then to the Dolphins side of things, we just completely went the other direction, or not the other direction. We blasted them all out with, we signed Mike White from the Jets. We signed Braxton Berrios from the Jets. We signed Dan Feeney from the Jets. And we signed Jake Bailey from the Patriots. Not to mention, a lot of our guys over the past few years have been from New England. Now, that's carried over from the Brian Flores era, but, you know, like a Landon Roberts was a Patriot. Eric Rowe was a Patriot, and so on and so forth. We had a few Patriots on our team. We even had Kyle Van Noy for a little while, and then he went back to the Patriots, and then the Chargers. I think he's a free agent now. But it's just crazy the history that these four teams have of just trading players with each other. And the Jets, they have the least amount, which is hilarious because they probably have one of the best rosters. And we can just sit here and talk about, like, what does this even mean? Because none of these guys are really star power outside of Gesicki. Gesicki's, like, literally the only one. I mean, Thomas Morstead was a great punter, but Jake Bailey is too, so that's kind of a wash. Trent Sherfield was a depth piece. He was our wide receiver 3. He's probably going to be their wide receiver 3 in Buffalo. They just released Isaiah McKenzie. So did they get better? I think they got a better blocking wide receiver. As far as route running, I'm not sure. He definitely does have better hands than Isaiah McKenzie. Isaiah McKenzie, we saw late in that postseason run, just drop after drop after drop. James Robinson, I don't know what's going on with him, man. He looked good in Jacksonville early last year. They got traded to the Jets. I mean, he started looking like crap for Jacksonville. Then he went to the Jets and just looked like crap and got benched for Zonovan Knight. So, I have no idea what's going on there. Braxton Berrios has been a safety blanket for the Jets for past couple years. He was only released because of a cap issue. Like, they didn't want him to. They wanted him to take a pay cut, and he's like, "Why me? I'm not making much as it is, and I'm your third string wide receiver. Like, why would I take a pay cut?" And he didn't. Got released, and now he's back home in Miami, which was his favorite team growing up. He went to the University of Miami. Was very versatile there. He's not the biggest guy, but he can block, which is good for our little zone run scheme. Not as well as Craycraft, but we did re-sign Craycraft. That's another thing I can go over, some of the re-signings that we did. We re-signed Craycraft. We signed what's his name? Oh man, I'm forgetting. I'm drawing a blank, so I'll move on. But I mean, we haven't really gone out and gotten anything, and we're probably gonna lose Andrew Van Ginkel. He's still out there, but we signed an outside linebacker the other day, and he's not any good, so I'm not going to get into him. But that's basically Van Ginkel's replacement, because Van Ginkel, meanwhile, he's probably going to get paid the same as if he were on our team versus another team. But similar to the Gesicki issue, he wants to be productive. He wants that snap count. He wants to be a part of the game plan. So he's probably not going to be here, especially, he's our fourth edge rusher. So, and the other 3 are going to get massive snap counts: Ogba, Phillips, Bradley Chubb. So, yeah, he's going to be lost in the little bundle. I mean, we saw late last year when Ogba was out how much he provided to this team. That's not going to be the case every year. He's going to have to wait for an injury or something just to step up, and that's not fair to him. But yeah, guys, it's it's kind of crazy. Back to this. Kind of crazy. The whole AFC East trading players thing. Now, is it a tactic to get someone else's playbook? Is it a tactic to kind of see what they know about their scheme or whatnot and certain plays? I doubt it. I think it's just they have a closer look at these guys, seeing that they play them twice a year, so they watched a lot of film on them. Buffalo played us 3 times last year. We played them 3 times last year. I mean, we looked into Poyer pretty heavily, I think. So I think it's just we have more scouting time on these guys, and that's why that it happens. I'm sure now us Dolphin fans, we don't really pay attention to anything really outside of our division. I'm sure this happens with other divisions too. I'm not 100% sure if it's to this extent, but that is my theory. I'm sticking to it. You guys have a beautiful day. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow. We're almost to 500 subs, guys. Please help us get to 500 subs and then to 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we have a little something for our 1,000 subscribers. So stay tuned. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Oops.